Today we're going to see what we're gonna need for a nail tip. So these are the same setup. Right here on one side I have my nail files, buffers, right? I have also nail tips, right? Different sizes of nail tips. This is full well, nail tip full well. You can see it. Then I have my towel, and then a paper towel on top, and on my other side I have the nail clippers. I can cut the nail tips with this, nail glue, orange wood stick, little small scissors, nail nippers just in case I need it, nail brush, and I also going to need hand sanitizer, nail polish remover, astringent or cleansing spray, something that contains alcohol. I have astringent here. I have some of this as well. This gel, astringent in the gel form as well. I have the cuticle oil, and I have nail polishes. I'm gonna use these colors today. Alright, so let's go. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is to sanitize our hands. So I'm gonna use, give me your hand, put some sanitizer, and I also gonna sanitize my hands after I finish set up and analyze the hands. So I'm sanitizing my hands. Alright, and I'm gonna check which one is the nail that I'm gonna be working at. So I'm gonna be working at this nail since it's a little shorter than the rest, and I'm going to file it first to make it nice and smooth so it doesn't have any ridges or any cutting lines. Then I also am going to take the nail tip and measure that, make sure that the nail tip fits the nail side to side. See, this nail is a little longer, a little too big, right? So I'm gonna measure it. If the person has a nail polish, at this point I remove the nail polish, but she doesn't have nail polish, so I'm going to proceed. So I'm gonna grab also my file and buff and file the top of the nail a little bit to remove the natural oils. If the person has too much of the natural oils, the glue is not going to stick to the nail. Right? And now I'm not going to use my fingers. Let's say I don't have gloves, but I'm not going to use my fingers to remove the dust. I'm going to use a manicure brush. Then after this, I'm going to glue the nail. The nail, I already prepare it. I measure it side to side, make sure it fits, right? Also, the way you prepare the nail tip is by filing on top a little bit, right? Making it thinner, and also file the excess of nail in the corners. Making sure it fits completely, and file underneath. This is a full well tip, nail tip. So I'm gonna use my glue, and I'm not gonna put the glue on her nail. I'm gonna put the glue on the inside part of the tip. Let's see. This glue is kind of thick. It's drying. So it's gonna be good because it's gonna dry faster. And I'm going to place it in a 45-degree angle. If you guys can see it, see right here, I place it on the tip, and then I move it forward towards the nail, and making sure it's flat on the base of the nail. There's no air bubbles between her natural nail and the nail tip. Hold it there until it dries and it feels secure. Let it go, right? I can use a little bit, you see this little bit of glue here, I can move it to the side, or I can reapply one more layer of glue. Because it's drying, it is easy to manipulate. Then I just have to wait until the glue dries completely, and then I'm gonna use these nail trimmers. These nail trimmers are good for plastic tips. These are not made for acrylic. So if you guys want to cut acrylic, you're gonna ruin your trimmer. Now let me see how big it's gonna be. Like here probably. Okay, put your hand. You don't want to make this piece of nail fly everywhere. Maybe a little shorter. Okay, let me see. Yeah, cut it to the length that she wants to keep the nail. And I'm going to begin to file. So you give the shape to the nail tip. Right? So when it dries completely, the only thing I'm gonna do is buff the top, make sure there are no lines. See? Now that it's dry, I'm gonna take my nail file, a soft nail file, about 180 or so. And what I'm gonna do is only file right here on this area, right here where it's between the nail tip and her natural nail. I'm gonna try not to file her natural nail. The way you can hold your file, you can hold it this way. See my hands? You can hold it this way, so you don't hurt your hand, and you can do more filing. All right, finished. Take out the excess of dust, and I'm gonna reapply one more layer of glue and let it dry. This is only when a person wants to make, let's say, a nail a little longer for one day or so. Okay, so once I'm finished, it dries. I'm gonna grab my nail buffer. Now I'm gonna use the finer side of the file, and I'm going to file in between her nail and the artificial nail. Lightly. I'm not gonna put a lot of pressure, just gonna go very light. Then I'm gonna use a buffer, and I'm gonna do the same thing. File in between, making sure that there is no line. then I use the other side, which is finer, and buffers have different sides and different textures on each side. Then I use the more smooth side, right? Clean it, and now I'm gonna apply my base coat. And I'm gonna apply the base coat, let it dry, and then I'm gonna apply the color. Now the thing over here is you want to make sure that the nail looks smooth. If you have a line or step in between, that means that you haven't done the filing completely, so you have to go back and file again. So this is a nail tip application. This is a temporary extension of the nail. This is not gonna last for too long. Let's say they have a wedding to go today and they want long nails, but tomorrow they want to remove their length because in their work or whatever responsibilities they have, they do not allow them to have long nails. So you can do this service in those cases. So I'm gonna wait until it dries a little more so you guys can see how it looks. All right, so you can see there is no step in between, right? So it looks like it's one full nail. I just need to do one more coat of polish. Okay. Right? So that's how it's supposed to look. You remove the excess of polish, right? You want to make sure there is no glue in these areas, especially in the size of the nail. There's no glue. If you see some glue over here, that means you applied too much. So once I finish, I put the nail top, the top coat, and she's gonna be done to go. All right, that's it.